Hey everybody, welcome back to the Flannel Channel, and today I have kind of a fun, unusual art project. So some friends of mine are working on a custom painted toilet for the man cave shop that they have, and they wanted some pinstriping added to the cool design that's already on this. So follow along with me, it's going to be kind of a fun episode, and I'll show you what we come up with. Here we go. So as you can see, they already have some really well done body shop quality paint on this thing, and so they just wanted a little bit of embellishment, maybe some lettering. They just told me to go nuts with it and have some fun. I'll probably get a little bit, you know, quirky and goofy with it without being crude, if that makes sense. So I'll try and keep it classy, and I'll start probably by marking out, you know, give myself a center line in some areas, and then just freehand it, see what comes out of the brush. Should be fun. Here we go. Wanted to take a quick second to show you what I'm using today. Alpha Enamel paint and a Mack Mr. Oz brush. It's one of my go-tos for smaller projects like this. Being a silver color, I want to make sure and mix that up very well. I'm going to be also using the Alpha6 reducer for low temp because it's winter time here in Minnesota, so the house is at about 65 degrees right now. This is all room temperature. I'm also adding a couple drops of hardener to my paint just because I want it to really hold up, especially anything that's going to be, you know, around a lot of water and things like that. So little dab of reducer, and let's get going. Alright, so there's the first layer of the silver, and inside the bowl you got some tire tracks. That's what they asked for. So I don't know if there's any such thing as toilet humor that's not crude. Just trying to be cheeky and have fun without going, you know, too far. There's the lettering they wanted, and so we'll let that dry a little bit. I'm going to grab something to eat, and then we'll add a second color over the top. The red lines that I used with my Stabilo pencil will be wiped off, but the paint needs to dry first. So, yeah. My apologies. I was filming earlier and didn't realize that the SD card was full, the memory card on my camera. So kind of jumping ahead, you can tell I added a light blue. It was actually a mixture of two different blues that I added together, and then I outlined that center teardrop in orange, and I just wanted a little bit of a pop of color. And obviously I'm not trying to exactly match the orange or the blue that's there. I want some contrast, and I want it to stand out a little bit. So anyway, what I'm doing right now is I'm just adding a few little fun dots in orange. Kind of an old school hot rod look, and it's a trick that I was taught to use the end of your paintbrush, and just a fun little detail. And they get consecutively smaller as you go because you're using up paint on the end of the brush that way. So yeah, I'll show you the other two pieces here. Here's that one. Added a little bit of a detail around the handle just because it's the only chrome on the whole toilet, and I thought, oh, you know what, let's do a little something with some water droplets. I don't know. Why not? And here's the top piece. Again, you can see I added the light blue and outlined the teardrop in orange. I'm just going to go back in and add a couple dots of orange to give it just a little bit of character in some spots. So there we go, fun little side project. I love doing fun projects like this for friends and for family and stuff like that. It's always a good time, and these guys gave me a lot of creative freedom on this project. I'm not sure yet if they're gonna have a seat painted or if they have some other idea in mind. I'm not really sure, but should be fun regardless. But hey, I also want to remind you that I use Alpha6 Corporation paints on my projects, and I use Mack brushes. This stuff is made in America. It's the best, and I really like it a lot. Thanks for coming along on today's episode. Hopefully you found it interesting, and if it's the kind of content that you like to see, you know what to do. Thanks for supporting the channel, everybody. If you leave comments down below, I don't read the comments, but you can interact with me directly at Instagram. It's @flannel_Philip. So thanks again, everybody. Peace and grease.